So when you see a handicapped person, there are certain things we should do and things we shouldn't do. One thing you shouldn't do is don't feel that you're better than them, and don't look at them like they have the problem, because perchance, you're the one who has the problem. From the hukuk of the people who have special needs, and there are many, is that they have the right to be serviced, to be taken care of. A tadawi is our job. Their relatives, the masjid, the community. We have to take these people to the hospital. We have to make it easy for them, the life that they live. There was a companion, his kunya was Abu Lahm. He said, I came to the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They told Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they told him, I used to do ruqya for the crazy people, majnoon people in Jahiliyyah. The Nabi said, tell me your ruqya. Give me your ruqya. I want to hear it. The man started saying the ruqya to the Nabi, the things he used to say in Jahiliyyah for majnoon people. The Nabi said, as for these things you said, continue to use that. And as for those things, don't say that anymore. That goes to show that the handicapped people have a right to have ruqya done on them and other medical needs that are their rights. Another companion, Kharija ibn Salt, radiyallahu anhu, he said, there was a man who was majnoon. Some of the people tied him up. I read for him Surah Al-Fatiha. The man had a handicap. He was majnoon. I read Surah Al-Fatiha, and he got up and started walking around like everything was okay, and they gave me 100 sheep after that, and the Nabi allowed this, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it shows they have the right. We have to look for all kinds of medical issues to try to help their situation. This masjid, your house, your job, we have to make it accessible. The property, the facilities. You people are aware. There was a brother who used to stand in that corner right there by that pillar. He used to do sign languages for the khutbah. Because we have people in our community who are deaf. They're deaf, but they're not dumb. They have every right to understand. The khutbatul Jummah is something they should attend. Green Lane Masjid was the first masjid in this city that provided that service in an attempt trying to be ahead of the curve. Khutbahs that our community can relate to. The point is, where are the Muslims concerned in that? On TV, those kuffar bring that for their death. Churches, synagogues, they bring that for their death. It's just something normal and natural. Why wouldn't that be a service in every masjid? We have to have facilities to make things easy for them, generally speaking. From the rights of those people with special needs and making life easier for them is we can't discriminate against those people. We don't need the kuffar to tell us about these issues. This has been revealed in the Quran and the Sunnah over 1,000 years ago. They're going to tell us and teach us. Don't get it twisted and misunderstand me. When it comes to the dunya and technology and different issues, Muslims, we're in a position where we can borrow from other people, from mankind. We don't have all of the answers. Arabs don't have all of the answers. Muslims don't have all of the answers. But when it comes to the ibadat in al-Islam and the aqidah, the ibadat and how to deal with people, we don't need anyone coming to tell us where we have to apologize and feel like we're second-class citizens. We can't discriminate against the handicapped. If a person comes to you for a job, he or she is qualified, and they tick all of the boxes, you can't look at them and say, he's in a wheelchair, he can't do this job. That's haram in the deen of Allah. Haram. There's a companion, his name is Abdullah ibn Maktoum. He's from the awliya of Allah. He was the mu'adhin of the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He had a job. One of his jobs was the mu'adhin. He used to make the first adhan for Qiyamul Layl, not the adhan for Fajr, Qiyamul Layl. And then Bilal would come and make the adhan for Fajr. This man, Abasa wa tawalla in ja'ahu al-a'ma. Ya Muhammad, don't turn away from the blind man. Don't treat him like that. Even if your goal and your objective is to try to get these rich people and powerful people and the noble people of Quraysh to come to the deen to help him and others. Don't turn away from the blind man. The surah was revealed on his behalf. What was his job? His job was to let the community know it's time for this particular prayer. Even bigger than that, 2 times, not once, twice. The Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam left Al-Medina. Once he went to make jihad, once he went to perform Hajj. Who did he leave in charge of the Muslims of Medina? Did he leave Ali ibn Abi Talib? Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman? He didn't leave Abu Bakr. As a matter of fact, this man was the first Khalif of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He left Abdullah ibn Maktoum. He was responsible for the Muslims in the absence of the Nabi, and the man couldn't see. He was the Amir al-Mu'mineen in Medina.